Thanks for joining me for day 6 of our 15-day yoga challenge. So today we have a yoga flow for an anxious moment or an overwhelming moment. I find that for me, as someone who feels a lot of anxiety, I tend to feel a little bit more anxious at the beginning of the week with everything up ahead and the holidays coming up. So I thought, what better way than to bring you guys a flow too, because I'm sure you're feeling maybe a little bit of anxiety or stress or overwhelm right now with everything that's going on. So let's do a practice today that really targets helping us navigate an anxious or overwhelming moment. Okay, so as we bring ourselves to the mat today, I want you to get a couple things. Number one, if you're feeling a little cold or you need something to maybe make yourself feel a little bit more comfortable, especially because this is a flow for an anxious or overwhelming moment, get some socks, get some tea, get a blanket, get something that makes you feel a little bit more grounded or centered. For me, it's kind of cold where I'm at, so I wear socks pretty often, and I don't care. I know it's yoga, I know a lot of times we're barefoot, but they make me feel a little bit more grounded. So today, please bring something that helps you feel grounded as well. The second thing is this flow is going to be pretty much a quick movement practice. So we're not really going to stop too many times. I'm going to be talking a little bit through it, but I really want it to be about the movement and the feeling and you reconnecting to yourself. When we feel anxiety or overwhelmed, we kind of tend to race and be in this space of I gotta go, I gotta do this and succeed and be in these places, and you want to take a step back, slow down, but sometimes it's better to jump into the movement rather than into the meditation, because when we are so caught up in our thoughts, trying to calm our thoughts isn't always gonna work. So let's start off with some movement and then we'll kind of calm it down with a little bit of breath work. So because we are going to be doing a lot of movement today, I want you to try to just flow along with me. If you need to pause, as always, take a moment to pause, but we are going to just jump right into it. So starting with a spread foot pose, we're going to be coming into a wide leg stance, really rooted through our legs, 3 to 5 feet apart, and we're just going to gently fold down, keeping our hands either on our calves, our hips, on the ground, wherever you feel comfortable, as always. Finding the position that feels right for you. Begin to cultivate an awareness with your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose or out through the mouth. That's a little bit easier for you right now. But starting to bring some awareness there. And then on the next breath out, we're going to inhale, roll up. Bring our arms overhead, coming into a really strong, open star. Extending through those wrists, those palms, reaching up into the sky, looking to the sky. Bringing those hands over our heart. Exhaling down to heart center. Bringing the arms back down to our sides, turning the feet out to face the outside of the mat. We're going to come down into a goddess position and keeping our hands down at the center, or if they are a little bit coming into a goddess position, we're going to come down and bring our hands either to the center, resting them right in front of our body, or gently rested on our hips. And we're going to do a couple mini pulses here. Just easing into the practice, into this space. And then we're going to come to a neutral position, bringing the arms up overhead, and back down. And then back up to standing, turn to face the center, turn back to the front of our mat. We're going to inhale in this mountain, hands above, heart up to the sky, all the way down on the exhale to the ground, forward fold. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Planting the hands, stepping it back. We're just going to shift back into a down dog today. If you feel like you need a cobra, you can definitely do one, but I'm just going to jump straight into a down dog. Cuddling out the legs. Breathing here. Taking one more big breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, bend the knees, look up to the front. Walk to the front of your mat or hop if that's more comfortable. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to rise to the top. From mountain, we're going to step back our right leg into a crescent position. And if you want to step back your left leg first, that's totally fine too. But I'm going to step back my right leg, so we're going to lead from there. So coming into a crescent lunge, hands above heart to the sky, center, leg, wherever feels good. Finding a rhythm of breath. And then we're going to inhale, shift into a warrior two. Just turning that back leg to face the side of our mat, coming into a strong core position. Hands out long, arms out long, looking through towards the front. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, turn to face the front of the mat. Coming back down to a low lunge. Bringing the left leg to the edge of the mat. Palms down. And if your wrists are a little sore today, you can just put your hands at a fist. But whatever feels good for you. This is called lizard. And I really like this pose because it helps open up the hips, bring some heat and some warmth into the legs. Breathing through it. And then we're going to wiggle our left leg back to center, or that front leg back to center. And then planting that back leg down, shifting it back. We're going to come into a hamstring stretch here. And you can take a block or two blocks and you can plant them underneath your hands. But I'm just going to do a simple on the mat hamstring stretch. Taking 3 to 5 breaths. And then on your last breath out, you're going to inhale, come back to the center, stepping up into a high lunge, stepping up to the front of our mat, folding forward. Inhale, come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, step your opposite leg now back. So now my right leg is in the front, my left leg is in the back. Coming into that crescent lunge here. Finding your rhythm. Inhale, warrior two. Keeping the breath. Exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, turn to face the front. Shifting forward into lizard. And then from lizard, we're going to come back to center. Step our left leg up, or our opposite back leg up. Inhale, come halfway up, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up to rise. We're going to do a couple more poses and then be done for the day. I don't want this to be a long practice. This is really a moment in time when you need to move through some emotions, move through some feelings, and step back into a place of confidence. So here for mountain, we are going to do one more sun salutation. So inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plant the hands. Shift back down dog. Taking 3 to 5 breaths. Inhale, extend that right leg up, bringing it all the way to the front of the mat. Hold. Exhale, plant it down, coming into a pigeon pose. And here we're gently rested down on that leg. There should be no pain, no pressure, just a nice release. And you should be feeling it in your quad, a little in your glutes, in your hips. Breathing into the space. Allowing your breath to be a way of releasing any pent-up thoughts or feelings as we move through all of these poses. Inhale, plants the hands down, step back, bring the leg back to a down dog, walk it out. Breathing through. Inhale, left leg up, stepping it all the way to the front of the mat, hold, drop it down. You can even grab your foot and shift it forward and then kind of slide back. And then come down to your forearms or stay tall if that's a little bit easier, to a pigeon pose. Taking the time here to breathe into your body. Breathe into the awareness of gratitude and kindness for yourself. As you move through these moments that may feel challenging, because you are strong enough and you are capable and you are worthy of feeling good. Taking one more deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, come up. Exhale, step it back. Pedaling it out. Inhaling in. Exhale, look to the front of the mat. Step it up here. Come halfway up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale inhale all the way to rise. Exhale, bring the arms down. Releasing the hands. And then we are going to shift down to the mat. And as we're coming into this place where we're slowing it down a little bit because we're at the end of our practice here, I want you to allow your breath to be a way to release any thoughts, any worries, any doubts, anything that you're visualizing that might be holding you back. So when you inhale, breathe into your heart center, your navel center, holding into gratitude and love and ease and compassion and kindness for yourself in this moment, and exhaling through all of the worries and the fears and the doubts. So as we're slowing down into this practice, I want you to really settle into that space. So we're going to come into a couple more positions here. And I want you to really find that awareness of the breath and allow it to guide you. So closing down your eyes, allow your body to just kind of find the movement here. Inhale, bring your arms up overhead. Exhale, down to center. Place your left hand on your right knee. Place your right hand behind your back. Very subtly, turning into a spinal twist. Trying to keep your eyes closed here the entire time as we end the practice with a little bit of slow movement. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale, Right hand, left knee. Spinal twist on the left side. Inhale back to center. Exhale. Inhale, come into a butterfly position, putting your feet together. Again, keeping your eyes closed. That feels okay. Folding over the legs or staying tall, but finding a place of a soft openness, a gentle ease. Breathing into this space, maybe rubbing it into your feet, pressing it into those hips a little bit, those legs. And then we're going to come back up into a seat. I'm going to do a couple of shoulder rolls, maybe neck rolls. 2. Go up and down, side to side. Do a complete circle. And then coming back to a place of stillness. And as you are still in that place of breath, in your rhythm and flow, I want you to take your hands and place one hand on your stomach in your navel center and one hand on your heart. Breathing in, allowing your stomach to rise, your chest to expand. Exhale, it slightly drops. Keeping that space in our breath, in our body. Visualizing each breath as a way to release anything that might be holding us down or weighing on us. And I want you to take 3 more breaths. And bring your hands together. Bring them overhead. Back together. Down to your heart. Taking a moment to give yourself some love, some kindness. As always, the light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.